Impromptunes acknowledges that this podcast is recorded on the traditional lands of the Boonwurrung peoples of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging and celebrate their enduring connections to country, knowledge and stories.
Impromptunes, 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 imprompt. Do you hear the people improvising?
Good people of the world, thanks for tuning in to Impromptunes, the completely improvised musical podcast. Now here they are, the cast of Impromptunes.
Hey everybody! Hey everybody! This is a new kind of intro today. Everybody! My name is Emmet Nichols. And I'm today's MC. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Emmet.
Let's do it.
No, I like that. That's great.
I know.
Let's keep going.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Emmet Nichols, your host for this podcast. It is the evening for us as we record. I'm in the studio with two of my favourite fellow graduates from the Ballarat School of Performing Arts, Morgan Phillips and Jacqueline Irvine. We all went to BAPA together, didn't we, guys?
Emmet, I don't remember you there.
I don't know that you
There were a lot of redheads. You probably just lost me amongst the crowd.
Is that why you're so sad? You sang about being so sad just a second ago.
Did I?
Yeah, I know you were kind of like covering it over now with a happy face.
Oh, you're doing some improv. I didn't say I was sad.
Didn't you?
No.
I thought it was like, I am so sad.
You said I was sad too.
Yeah,
it sounded like...
I said I'm so excited.
That's so much better than sad. I was worried about you.
I missed the concert.
A big cry for help on the podcast.
I'm so sad.
Yeah, I'm so sad. Hello, comedy listeners. Now, what's funny about that is two things. One, your reaction, I was really confused by it. Now it makes sense. I'm like, it's two of my favourite people. I'm so sad. And also the fact that I am so Aussie that I managed to make excited sound like sad, which are both opposite in emotion and sad sounds.
I feel like that's a skill.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Can you do it with other words? Happy.
Angry. Did I say it? Did I say happy?
No, you sounded like angry, man.
That's so weird. All right, so I have Jacqueline Irvine, Morgan Phillips in the studio. You guys went to Ballarat. I feel like I was part of the experience because I went there so bloody much to see Andy Gould, Impromptunes alumnus, Louisa Fitzhardinge, as I call it, and Morgan Phillips.
She loves it when you call her that.
Yeah.
And I just happened to be there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so nice.
You and I didn't actually make friends in Ballarat.
No.
No.
We met properly at the auditions.
At the auditions
You
for
were like, I saw you in
Impromptunes.
42nd Street.
And all of a sudden, you wanted to be my friend.
We are
I
the
see.
two best friends.
Is that from 42nd Street?
Nope.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's
Amazing.
from a dodgy movie. I can't remember which one.
And what about you, Morgan? Were you friends with Jacqueline Cold Shoulder Irvine?
Oh, stop. I love warm shoulders.
You do.
Back me
They're
up.
beautifully
To be
radiant.
fair, it's really hard not to be friends with Jackie.
Yeah.
She will whatever walls you got up, she'll knock them down
Yeah.
with like happiness
Yeah.
until it's gone.
That's so nice.
That's
guys.
really exciting.
That's so
Exciting.
nice.
Now, Jackie, I actually have a memory. You and I have done a podcast together called I Met My Love at Coles in the frozen food section of Coles.
That's it.
Coles Love Story, something like that.
That's my first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was so good. Guys, listen to it now. I don't know if we can get the number up quickly. Maybe Teresa will find the podcast. Teresa, you and it's on
definitely
tech.
can't do this.
Well, sure. But Jackie, we actually met in Woolworths, South Yarra, and had a little lovely chat. And she doesn't remember that either.
No,
All right.
No, I'm reliving.
Yeah, I just saw you in the Woolies Cold in South Yarra, and we had a
Yes.
lovely chat. And I was like, what a lovely person.
Jay, is this guy bothering you?
We'll get the Ken from checkout once a year.
No, I do remember that. It was lovely.
Oh yeah, what aisle was it?
I feel like we've actually spoken about it before.
we have.
Seriously, we
Probably
have.
on the pod as well.
This
Yeah.
feels so much like an awkward party conversation with someone so sure they've met someone before and the other one's like, no, I don't think so. I don't think we've ever met, actually.
It's because Jackie's such a big star, much like Adele.
Yeah, her and I are just on par.
you know
Yeah,
what I
so
mean?
have you been listening to a new album, Jackie?
I have. I was pretty obsessed with Easy on Me. It was playing on that repeat button.
Oh.
Yeah, and just before I got here, I was actually listening to an interview with her and someone else. I get really I can't just listen to a song, I have to know everything about it.
Yeah.
Obsessive.
What did you learn?
Well, it's all about her recent, it's a very personal album, she was saying. She was quite nervous to jump back into the spotlight. I'm talking about her like she's me mate. She's
Sounds
not.
like it. I mean, it sounds like you're closer with her than you are with me.
She doesn't harass me at Coles, okay?
Neither do I anymore. And it was Woolies, if you remember.
I do remember.
What about you, Morgan? What's your music appreciation of late?
Oh, look, I watched that Tick Tick Boom last night. That was real good.
What was that on?
And it's on Netflix.
Netflix.
Or you can watch
I
it at
love
your
Netflix.
local cinema.
Oh, Tick Tick Boom, cool.
yeah,
That's a musical, right?
Yes, by the guy who wrote Rent, Jonathan Larson.
Yeah.
Rent's one of your favourite musicals.
It is one of my
Emmet.
favourite musicals. I'll have to
I would
check
say
out
Tick Tick Boom's better.
Well, you would say that everything is better than Rent, Morgan. Morgan famously loathes how much me and some of our close friends adore Rent.
Wow.
Let's do a poll about
I
it
just
in the
think it's
Super Secret Fan
overrated.
Club. What's the poll going to be? Rent hot or not?
What about Rent vs. Tick Tick Boom?
Man, I just think no one's ever heard of or seen that, in general. Although it is hot off the press.
Yeah, it's hot off the press. By the time this comes out, everyone would have seen it.
Yeah, it'll be like, that show from last year. Well, actually, we are in November at the time of recording, so maybe that's true. I recently got a free Apple Music subscription. There's a little treat from Apple, and I
Thanks, Apple.
I never do that. I'm a real spendthrift. That's how I afforded to buy a house. But I've enjoyed having music back in my life.
That is nice.
Speaking of music.
Since 2002.
What?
Everyone hasn't listened to music.
2002.
There's a weird thing happening. We'll probably cut it out, but Teresa just gave a weird heckle, and I don't understand it, and you couldn't hear it. So
Usually our tech/hype person gives good vibes in the room. And Teresa's just slamming us
yeah. But I think as a team, it's bonding us.
against Teresa.
Against a mutual enemy. Speaking of mutual enemies, Jacqueline is on keys. Making some sweet music, bringing the music back into our lives. Hey guys, speaking of music, should we make up an improvised musical now?
I think that's what we're here
I think
for.
that
What
sounds
we're
like a
here
great
for.
idea.
Buy Adele's new album, see Tick Tick Boom. Try and get yourself a free Apple Music if you can, or don't and buy a house instead. All right, I have a pod suggestion in my hand that I've drawn out of the bucket of destiny. Feathers and Facials by Kinlock Anstiss. Who's a good friend of mine whose name I've never had to pronounce, only right.
Feathers and facials.
Thank you,
How
Kinlock.
nice.
Kinlock's done some of the
That's nice.
Impromptunes workshop courses, and he's just the loveliest guy and a very talented singer. So, Feathers and Facials, thank you, Kinlock, for your suggestion. We're going to make it into a musical right now. Jackie, are you ready?
I am ready.
Morgan, are you ready?
You betcha.
Jake sounds ready. Let's take it away with the amazing Impromptunes. That was a big, self-hype.
With the amazing Emmet Nichols.
Couple of other guys.
By the way, we have a Patreon, and I did a really fun pre-intro that we'll probably feature on there. If not, otherwise you
I
might
think
have
the
just heard it.
intro is going to be on here.
Yeah, so you can just be a patron for nothing. Thanks for subverting my plug. Okay, Impromptus presents for the first, last, and only time, Feathers and Facials. Two. Everything is perfect when you're queen of the stage. Everything is perfect when you're simply the flippin' rage. Everything is perfect.
Perfect when you're under the lights. Everything is perfect and it's right.
Everything is perfect when I'm the one they come to see. Everything is perfect when everybody wants to be me.
You can be just who you are. You can be a star. You can be so high. You can be a star. You can be who you are. You can fly so high. You can be a star. You can be who you are. You can fly so high. You can be a star. You can be who you are. You can fly so high. Everything is perfect when you're standing 6 feet tall.
From up here, everyone down there seems so insignificant and so small.
When life is hard, you've got somewhere to go.
And no one can tell you no, no one can tell you no, no one can tell you no. You can be a star, you can be who you are, you can fly so high. You can be a star, you can be who you are, you can fly so high. You can be a star, you can be who you are, you can fly so high. You can be a star, you can be who you are, you can fly so high.
And when life gets hard, you've got somewhere to fall. When life gets hard, you can sing through it all. When things get rough, you've got somewhere to fly.
You can be a star, you can be who you are, you can fly so high. You can be a star, you can be who you are, you can fly so high, so high. Fly so high. You can be a star.
That's it. The final night of your final show. You've retired now, Gladys.
Couldn't be happier. I just feel like all of my life's work, Deirdre, has been about inspiring the young. And, you know, I've loved every second of it. I've flown to the flyest heights and the highest flights.
You have, Gladys. But now it's done. You are officially too old for Broadway.
I know, darling. You don't have to tell me there, Deirdre.
Well, it's been a long time coming.
It has.
First you went through when you transitioned from the ingenue to the mum roles at the age of 18.
And then the mum to the grandmas at 25. Of course, my first hip replacement was at 32.
And then you transitioned to great-great-great-grandmothers at the age of 40.
And by 42, I was playing a corpse in every show that I was in. I mean, one of the most fabulous corpses you'll ever see, darling. And
it's amazing that you made a career for 20 more years after that.
As a corpse, yes.
As a corpse.
And you know what's strange about my role in the whole business, Deirdre? They started writing shows starring corpses. And all the male suitors were falling head over heels for dead women.
Well, that's what it is, Gladys. You've changed the face of the industry.
I have, and I light up the stage even when I'm horizontal, and you know, I light up other places when I'm horizontal too, darling. You don't have to.
Oh, I've seen it, darling.
Yeah, of course. Oh, yes, of course. That was back in '76, wasn't it?
Yes.
Rendezvous. I taught you a thing or two.
You did. It's things I've never forgotten and never experienced again.
Yeah, well, never will, Deirdre. I mean, not now that I'm hanging up my boots once and for all. What will you do with yourself? I mean, you've been a loyal and caring confidant the whole time, my road manager.
Well, Gladys, you know, I've developed quite a little nest egg after working for you for so many years, so I'm probably just going to settle down somewhere and find a new star to work with.
Well, you're still very young yourself, and at 53 years old, I mean, you've got at least another 9 years in the biz.
Exactly.
And plus, what you're doing, it's, you know, doing all the books and the papers and the computers, and that's not taxing on the knees or the hips or the thighs or the ankles or the...
Not at all.
Solar plexus.
No one has to look at me. All I do is all the work and the makeup and the costuming and basically everything that makes someone look great.
Exactly, and then I do all the
aside.
real work on stage for my 45 minutes
you
of lying
do,
down
don't you, darling
horizontally
Gladys?
every night.
So fantastic.
I suppose you have worked very hard, and I'm grateful for your time, and I'm glad to hear that it's profitable for you. But you said no one ever looks at you. I mean, that must be hard.
Oh, it's all right. I don't like the idea of basing my career around my appearance.
Yes.
So
I
I'm fine
I
with
see what you mean. I mean, I've always been so preoccupied with full appearance and,
Yes, and now it's gone.
well, I mean, I've still got the
Well,
feathers and
Gladys, come on. It's time to
facials and
It's time to admit
lipstick
it.
and the
It's time to
false
admit it.
eyelashes and the
Gladys.
the wigs.
Gladys.
And the upper
Come on, it's
bodice
time to
strength and
Gladys. You're done. You've got to admit it. I know. Last time you announced your retirement back 10 years ago, you were like, well, I'm done. And then you came back and you had another 10 years as being a corpse.
That was all part of our marketing plan. That was your big idea of Gladys's big return. The gladdest time you've ever had. It was a great tagline that you
Yes,
came up with.
But the time 5 years before that was your idea.
Oh, yes, it was.
The tagline was the gladiest place on earth.
Yeah. Oh, and of course, years before that was you'll be glad rap isn't happening because I haven't been rapped. You'll be glad. That was really a formative.
That was
idea.
neither of us planned that one. It
No,
just kind of happened.
We built on the shoulders of that one and made much better ones.
Yes.
But imagine if we did just one more, darling.
You can't.
I
darling.
know. I just really don't have it in me anymore.
You really don't.
Who will I be without me?
Probably no one, darling. A has been. But that's it. That's good. Has been means that you were
I was.
once.
I was.
You was.
Yes.
You.
And boy, was I. Oh, boy, was I. When I put on my first pair of heels, I thought, oh, I'm so high. When I put on a bigger pair of heels, I could touch the sky.
La 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 la.
And
la,
others around me, they might have said that I was absurd. But with the heels and a boa, I felt I was lighter than a bird. There's nothing freer than having a career, being me-er than I am when I'm off stage. I am me in front of lights, but without them, oh, what a fright. I am me in front of lights, but without them, oh, what a fright. I am me when I'm covered in caked up makeup all over the place. I'm truly me when I see the delight splashed on the audience face. I am me with a quip and a razor-sharp wit and a whip lashing of the tongue. There is nothing that I could give a stuff about, nothing that is more fun. When you captivate their very souls, it's like your appearance is making them whole. But I'm afraid because times have changed. I am me in front of lights, but without them, oh, what a fright. I am me in front of lights, but without them, oh, what a fright. I am me in front of lights, but without them, oh, what a fright. I am me in front of lights, but without them, oh, what a fright. A has-been, what a mean turn of phrase. A were or a was, oh, have I seen my last days? Is there a way that I can be true? Is there a me without all this do? Is there a me that I've hidden for years? Is it time that I face my fears? I am me in front of lights, but without them I can still fight. I am me in front of lights, but without them, yeah, I'll still fight. I will fight for for the right to be in front of the lights. I will give every strength, every single bit of might. I am me in front of lights, but without them, I can still fight. At least I'll try. But till then, good night.
Yes, good night, Gladys.
Good night, Deirdre. Thanks for the pep talk. It's really given me perspective in a dark and damning sort of way. I don't know if I need these chats in my life.
I've already left, Gladys.
It's just more introspection. So, yes, anyway, Principal McGoneran, I was thinking that I could, perhaps teach a, cosmetics class or perhaps an elocution class. As you can see, I use the received pronunciation with perfection.
Yes, I've heard a lot about you around town. I've heard you've hung up your boots and you're looking for a new little, adventure.
Yes, and I always felt like whenever I was on stage, I was just, inspiring the youth and making them feel all cool and good about whoever they are. And I feel like that's what I'm missing now. And perhaps here at Makeshift School of Bigotry. Perhaps here at Makeshift School of Beaconsfield. Sorry,
You got there in the end.
Mispronounced that. That perhaps I have a place.
Well, I can see that you're on a bit of a journey of finding your new spot.
I know I don't have any qualifications, of course. I've got 60 years of stage experience, darling. I mean, what more could you? I was on the stage at 2.
Yes, no, that's
Yes,
right. A lot of our students have actually studied some of your pieces.
Oh, don't look into all of that rude, sort of jibes and that sexy talk. That's just part of the facade.
Oh, well, I think you've inspired lots of our students, and I'm sure that, we could run some workshops and see how they connect with you.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, why not?
Oh, I'm
You're
thrilled.
a star around here. I think it would be divine.
Well, you sound like a bit of a fan there, Principal McGoneran.
Look, I'm really holding it together. As soon as I saw you, I, almost lost all my feathers.
Wait, your name isn't Annalise, is it? Annalise McGoneran, A.M. I've got a pair of your panties here in my pocket. I carry them around. This was the first pair of panties anyone ever hurled at me on stage.
Oh my goodness, I haven't been called that for years, and
Well, you're principal now. People have probably forgotten your first name. You're all business, aren't you?
wow, and you still carry them around.
Of course, I feel thrilled to, you hear about it in all of the rock star biographies, but I tell you what, there's nothing like the thrill of having someone throw their underpants at you. Caught me full in the face, if you remember.
Yes,
See that now.
And I will never forget your face. I know that I'll see you in any... Oh, where am I? Who did... Oh, my God. I'll see you in this place.
I got my panties.
Oh, my gosh. It was such a thrill for me.
Wow, it really was for me as well. And I'm so excited that you're going to be around a little more.
Well, Annalise,
Yes?
when I said that I wanted to inspire the youth,
Yes.
I think you're a fair bit younger than me.
So you'd like to inspire
I
me?
have inspired you, haven't I? Surely, Annalise. You're still clearly obsessed with old Gladys.
Oh, wow. Well, yes, I am. I thought I'd move past it, but now that you're standing
What does
in
it
front of
mean to you, darling?
When you get older, you build a mask. Everybody wants to forget your past, but I had you all over my walls. I knew everything, I knew it all. So the way that I connected to your world was to show the little kids how to twirl. And now I am the best that they've got, but now that you're here, maybe I have a shot. I've been waiting my life to meet you. I've been waiting my whole life. I've been waiting my whole life to meet you. I've been waiting my whole life.
I feel the same. I've been waiting my whole life to meet you. I've been waiting my whole life. I've been waiting my whole life to meet you. I've been waiting my whole life. I saw your shows on the radio. I saw the kids would go, 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 go. I saw them twirl and flip and do the dippity dip, and I thought to myself, hey, whoa. I saw your school on the TV shows, and I thought that's what I need. I better make a trip down to the makeshift school of Beaconsfield. I want a whole lot to meet you. I waited my life. I've been waiting my whole life to meet you. I've been waiting my whole life. I've been waiting my whole life to meet you. I've been waiting my whole life. I've been waiting my whole life to meet you. I've been waiting my whole life.
And now that you're done with the big stage, maybe it's our turn to make a rage.
And maybe now that I'm here in your school, it's time for us to do something really cool.
And now that the world has brought us together, maybe this time it's us forever.
You and me and this family of kids are gonna be the best they can be. I've been waiting my whole life to meet you. I've been waiting my whole life. I've been waiting my whole life to meet you. I've been waiting my whole life. I've been waiting my whole life to meet you. I've been waiting my whole life. I've been waiting my whole life to meet you. I've been waiting my whole. I've been waiting my whole. I've been waiting my whole life. Yeah, whoa.
Hey, John.
Yeah, Gareth.
Spit in your face.
Hey, Gareth. I don't even announce my spit. I just do it.
Man, I didn't see it coming, so it got all over me.
Yeah, well, hey, Julia, you wanna, go out and bike shed later and get spat on? Gareth.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost didn't come to class today. I'm just not feeling it,
I
know?
Yeah. Oh my God, I was on TikTok earlier, and I just was like, TikTok, where'd the minutes go? I almost missed school.
But we all did such a great job of getting rid of the last teacher.
Oh my God,
here.
that's what's so
man.
fun.
It was so good. It's what's keeping me at school right now, is knowing we can drive someone so crazy they quit their jobs and leave the country.
I actually think it's a skill.
Remember when we made Mr. Henry do a poo-poo in his pants?
Yeah, John, that was so good.
We were like, don't do a poo man, don't do a poo man. And then he was like,
Stop thinking about it because we kept saying don't do it.
Yeah.
And remember we made that hoo-hoo lady? And we locked her in the shed for like 4 days.
Wait, did anyone let her out?
Oh. I'm sure it's fine.
She's probably
They
fine.
demolished that shed. What about your favorite one, Gareth?
My favorite one was the dude with the really long hair.
Oh, Longy.
Longy. Yeah. Mr. Longy. And when we tied him to a chair
And shaved his head
and put a spat in his face, and then glued their hair onto his eyeballs.
I called him Longy Eyes.
Longy eyes.
Oh man,
the
it was
best.
such a. Oh, look who comes here now. It's old Mrs. Principal McGonagall, and more like McGonna be a goner soon.
Yeah.
Everybody settle down. Thank you, take a seat. Oh, excuse me, we don't need that sort of thing in here.
Hey, miss, don't poo.
Yeah, worth a try.
You've been
Gareth.
telling that joke for a little while.
Oh, we got a couple of upstarts here, don't we? A few whippercrackers. Oh, I'm going to have a lot of fun with this mob.
Yes, I think you will, just let me try and settle them first.
Oh, we'll try. I mean, if you want me to do a show-stopping number to get their attention, I'd be happy to oblige.
Who's this old hag?
Excuse
But
me,
that's
we
your
use our
principal
manners.
there. Don't be rude to your principal there,
No,
Tim.
I mean you.
Yeah, we're talking about you, old face.
Yeah, who are you?
Oh, well, I'm surprised that you haven't heard of me. I've got a little boombox here. I'll do a little introduction. One of my famous riffs.
Oh man, I hate it when teachers try to engage by doing bad raps.
Oh, hey, I'm glad to meet you. I'm Gladys, and I want to greet you by name. My name is Gladys, and I'm a performer. Performing is my game. I'm a real cool dude. I'm a real cool lady. I love to make you laugh. And I know that you and I are gonna have a fun time being our cast. That's right, I'm going to put you all on stage by the end of the week.
The worst thing about these teachers that try to engage you by rapping is there's always verse 2.
Oh, and we have to listen to it.
Yeah, we always have to listen to verse 2.
And it's always like 50%. It's always like 50% tempo
Faster,
increase,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. Well, that's not all I wanted to say, kiddies. I see I haven't won you over yet. Hit it, DJ Boombox. That's what I call my boombox.
Wait, it must be a bit slow because this isn't 50% faster yet.
Oh, just you wait. It accelerates throughout the verse. I'm glad to meet you, I'm feeling big. You might notice that I'm wearing a wig. I want you to stop doing those patches. Check out these big long lashes. I think that I'm really cool. I'm gonna teach you how to school yourself at being a real big deal. Everybody here's a set of heels.
Well, no one can deny the length of her lashes.
Yeah,
they are very long.
They are very long. But don't listen to that, Gareth. I mean, sure, she tells the truth about lashes. She probably doesn't know anything else. Well, I actually do know a thing or two. Here's a third and slightly faster verse.
Great, here we go.
If you want to be that you want to be, then you gotta let your true self sing. Make yourself have a little fling on the stage. That's where you learn to sing. Hey, I want you to give it a chance. Everybody get up and give me a dance. Tell you what, where it's at. Everybody give me a really big clap. Oh, that's right, you can't help keeping up with that rhythm. All right, now your turn, son. Time to do a verse.
I gotta say, I hate this class. I really wanna kick your ass. Yeah, I wish you were dead, and soon I'm gonna lock you inside the
Oh,
shed.
sure. What do you think, madam? You've got a sharp wit about you, I can tell.
I think you're not the first to come and try to come and get us to get on your side. We've seen a lot of you come through the door. Oh, is that you sitting on the floor? We're gonna push you down, so good luck. Oh my gosh, that's a truck. Get in it.
Oh,
Get in the truck! Get in the truck!
All right, that's enough, DJ Boombox. These kids are really, really hard. Oh boy. Oh, ding-a-ling-a-ling. That's recess. I'll see you guys after class. I just need to make a phone call.
Oh, I can't believe she rapped 3 verses to us. Long hair only rapped 2 verses at us.
Yeah, I mean, what awesome flow for an old biddy. It was so weird. Like, what's the deal with being such a good rapper at 65 or 75?
Also, her lashes are pretty impressive.
Yeah, but also, let's make her poo her pants.
Can't wait.
We gotta get a new idea. What do you think, Julia?
Oh, well, like, there was that really big truck that went past.
Yeah,
and
That was
I
good
like,
inspo. But
I like your thinking. I like your thinking. Oh, Deirdre.
Yes,
And they all just rapped so wonderfully. I think it's going to be... It's a tricky assignment, but they're a very exciting mob.
Well, I'm just glad you found a new cause. You know, maybe the thing is, you need them to teach you more than you need to teach them.
Oh, darling, I've been on stage for 60 years, ever since I was 2, and you should know, you were there 15 years
dude.
later.
And the thing about the stage is as real as you make it. It's always made up, darling.
What were you saying?
It's always made up. These kids are real. They were living real lives.
Oh
and as
my
long as
God.
you try to be a character in their lives, you're never going to connect.
What? You're not saying... No, I could never...
Take off the feathers.
No,
take off the facial.
I don't want them to see this haggard face of mine. I've been hiding it for 40 years. Oh, I'm too embarrassed now. I could never show him the real me. Deirdre, you're probably off with
darling.
Tommy Shoe Shuffle, your new star.
Well, she's coming along. She's doing great things on the stage, may I tell you.
Tell
Still
me
on the
she's-
ingenue phase.
Tell me she's no Gladys.
She's no you, darling.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And look, as much as I admire this Annalise McGonerin, she's no you.
Well, no one's had 60 years of friendship and partnership and occasional flings.
Well, just
the once. Just the
one
once.
was enough. You really had nothing left in the tank. I do recall.
I'm still recovering.
You've always inspired me there, Deirdre. Thank you.
Like, you remember the time when I was down in the dumps and you took me by the hand.
I remember you were bullied by a pair of chumps who wanted tickets on demand.
And you told them right then and there they'd never hurt me again.
And I gave you a heavenly prayer, and you said, will you do that again, but when? You have always been here for me. You have always been dear to me. You have always been near to me, Deirdre. You have always been here for me.
I'm so glad that us
You have always
can
been
be
dear to me.
friends.
You
I love
have
you,
always
Gladys.
been near to
I'm
me.
so glad that us
Deirdre.
can be friends.
But do you remember the time that I was feeling really low and I didn't want to go on?
Yeah. Oh, you were at the end of a show and feeling so forlorn.
But you gave me a big box of chocks and you said, here's your upper.
I gave you them all because you're my best friend. There ain't no other.
You
I
have
love you,
always
Gladys.
been here for
I'm
me.
so glad that us
You
can
have always
be
been dear to me.
friends.
You
I love
have
you,
always
Gladys.
been near to
I'm
me.
so glad that us
Deirdre.
can be friends.
You
I
have
love you,
always
Gladys.
been near to
I love
me.
you, Gladys.
You have
Can
always
be
been dear to me.
friends.
You
I
have
love you,
always
Gladys.
been here for
I'm
me.
so glad that us
Deirdre.
can be friends. And I remember the time when you were crying on that rooftop.
You said I was sublime, and then you and I took off our tops. You have always been here for me. You have always been dear to me. You have always been here for me, Deirdre. You have always been there for me. You have always been dear to me. You have always been here to
I'm
me.
so glad that
But
us
now I'll call you back soon.
Hanging up the phone. Can't wait to hear your voice again.
You have always been dear to me.
Love you, Gladys. I'm so glad that us can be friends. Oh, you hang up. Okay, all right. Well, I'm off then.
Boop. Oh, what a day. I'm going to sneak a little hip flask of gin. Luckily, all the students have gone. Oh, someone's forgotten their bag. Oh, boy, I'm so sorry for yelling into the microphone. It's just I haven't had formal training. I wasn't at Ballarat Arts University like some of these others. Julia. Isn't it?
Is that from my bag?
This?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
I think it's very naughty that you brought a hip flask to school and I've confiscated it. And I have, well, I must admit I've imbibed a little here and there as well. You know me, a rock star's always a rock star, even if they're a teacher.
Well, our teacher's not around, and I'd really like some. Can I have some? Can I share?
Sure. Well, I'll let you off the hook just this once for having this illicit substance that we're actually sharing, sister. Here, I'll pour it into this pencil cup. I'll tip out the pencils. Click, click, click. Hope this isn't too dirty for you.
That's okay. Thanks.
Here you are, Julia. Thank you
Thanks.
for, how do you think I went? Do you think I'm connecting down and cool with the kiddies?
It's hard here. We're all pretty cool and trying to just kick the next person out.
But the other classes are so theatrical, I don't understand. I mean, makeshift school of Beaconsfield has such a wonderful performing arts reputation, but what's with this cool little club?
I think we're just, just trying to find our feet.
Oh, I can show you how to do that.
No.
I find mine at 2.
Yeah, I don't know.
You mean metaphorically?
Yeah.
But this is the thing, sister. It's all in your body.
What?
You start from the feet and you work your way up, see?
So you're saying that if we dance.
Well, not even dance, just putting on the right shoes can change your mind about anything. And then you work your way up from that. I'll show you what I mean.
Okay.
If you put on a pair of stilettos, your problems you will forget, oh. If you put on a pair of heels, then you will start to feel.
If I put these shoes on me, I might forget to please all the cool kids that have lost their way. Maybe you can show me how to find the way.
If you put on a pair of cons, you'll get it going on. And if you put on a pair of boots, then you think that they might really suit.
So if I make these little changes, I don't need to be embarrassed, oh no. 'Cause maybe there's something I can do. Maybe I could be in a show.
What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star. What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star. What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star. What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star. 3 weeks later, oh Julia, you're looking great in those high heels.
Thank you so much.
And what about you, Gareth? What are these pants you're wearing?
Oh, I just decided that I wanted to cover up my hideous legs with some pantaloons.
No, you've got to let those babies breathe. You don't want to be too restricted. I've seen you out there on the basketball court and your legs are always so tight.
I know, we play shirts and pants. Shirts versus pants.
And you're always wearing those tight pantaloons. You need something a bit more breathy. Let me see if I can give this a try. When you put on a brand new skirt, there's no way that you can hurt.
Oh.
And if you put on a brand new dress, then you're sure to be your best.
So if I put on a pair of trousers, I've got no point to be downers. I should just wear a dress and then I'll be at my very best.
What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star. What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star. What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star. What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star.
Guys, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't lock her in the shed and throw away the key like we were going to.
Yeah, and you know what? A few weeks ago, they found my drink. She found my drinks, and she didn't tell me. It was kind of cool.
No, she's the worst, you guys. You can't trust a thing she says. Well, I've got something to say about that.
Oh, she's right here.
Of course I am. I'm everywhere. Don't you know I'm a huge star? Oh yeah, a huge supernova about to blow up from old age. Well, I'll tell you something. Look at your burned face. Well, yeah, I do suffer from a little bit of UV rays. Well, you could cover that up with a fierce wig, my boy. A wig? Are you joking? The sun protection qualities of wigs are well underrated. Why don't you try this wig? You're gonna make you feel real big. And if you try on this toupee, then you're gonna feel more okay. So if I try this thing up on my head, I'm gonna feel good instead of bad instead. I can give it a try right now. Lady, you really showed me how. Yes, that's right. What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star. What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star. What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star. What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star. What do you guys reckon?
I think before she was awfully dreadful, but now she's taken off her feathers and facials.
I think before we were trying to get her out the door,
but now we like her so much more. Let's have some more. What you wear is what you are,
and soon you'll be a star. What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star. What you wear is what you are, and soon you will be a star. What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star.
Well, there it is, everybody. Feathers and facials. Thank you so much, Kinlock, Anstiss, for your suggestion. It was remarkable. I had a really great time playing with you both. I think our Ballarat training really served us well
I just
in that
don't remember
pod.
you there, man.
Yeah.
Can't say
In
I.
fact, Jackie doesn't remember meeting you ever.
It's because I'm such a chameleon. You never know who I am. Any, dresses or feathers or facials in your life, Morgan?
Look, I think I could probably do with a facial tonight. I've had a big day, and it's about time I took out the old face masks.
Nice. One of my friends from Perth, you might know him, Chuck McComb.
I don't.
Oh, really?
No.
Well, he's a legend. He swears by a night cream and a day cream, and I tell you what, he looks so good for his age. So I might give the night cream a go tonight.
That's a nice idea. I'm a moisturising fiend. I just can't put enough on my face.
Yeah, you're doing it right now.
I'm doing it
She's
right
just been
now.
applying the whole pod.
Oh, fun.
Guys, you can apply to become a Patreon on our Patreon. You can get the whole unedited content of every episode. Sometimes we say some naughty, silly things and we just cut them out. But you can, support the pod and get some juicy content. We also would love more suggestions like Kinlock's. Thank you so much. So get on our socials, get on the website and give us your titles. But no matter what you do for us, even if it's a 5-star review, you're great.
What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star. What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star. What you wear is what you are, and soon you'll be a star.